Guys, a lot of options for you to see me on tour. This is the last leg of the Jokers tour right now. It ends in August. Next up is June 21st, 22nd, 23rd in Orlando, Alabama, Mobile, and Atlanta, Georgia. That's a great show. See that. But also, my new tour, new solo tour, Everything's Fine, brand new full hour of new material, separate from my special that's coming out, is on sale May 31st. But pre-sale for the Everything's Fine tour, we're coming out the gate with like 30 cities, is May 29th and 30th. Use promo code York, as in York Peppermint Patty. Hope to see you guys on the road as well. The special will be announced shortly. It's coming out very, very soon. Please keep an eye on it. I can't announce it when it is specifically until another week or two, but it's coming out, so keep an eye out for that. But May 31st, Everything's Fine tour is on sale. Plus, a lot of big pods coming out that day. My Rogan ep coming out that day. Everything is on salvulcanocomedy.com. Hope to see you guys out there.
Folks, Joe Derosa, and I am nearing the end of my I Never Promised You a Rose Garden tour. Why? Because we're going to be shooting the hour very soon. Stay tuned for an announcement. In the meantime, final show in the spring is May 25th in Newport, Rhode Island at the Jane Pickens Theater. However, I will be doing stand-up in other places. That is not the 1 hour show. I will be on the Burt Kreischer Fully Loaded tour in June for select dates, and I will be at Skankfest in Las Vegas, Nevada, starting September 27th. Go to joederosa.com for information and tickets on these events. I hope to see you out there. And if you're in New York, come to Joey Rose's. We're open 7 days a week, opening at 11:30 a.m. each day. Great food, awesome sandwiches, affordable drinks, joeyroses.com.
Taste buds, they coming to the mic, talking about the food they hate, talking about the food they like. Two fools gonna fight, but only one food can be right. Taste buds, man, yeah, they coming to the...
Hey, folks, welcome to TASTE Buds. Today we are battling Disney versus Looney Tunes, the classic cartoon characters. I have unfortunately befallen, that's not the right way to put it, but I'm Team Disney. Look, I can fight for Disney all day. I don't respect them. I don't approve of them, but I can fight for them because I know
That's what you're saying at the top?
It's a strong
team. You don't
team.
respect who you're fighting for?
It's a strong team. I wanted Looney Tunes. You wanted Looney Tunes. I gave you Looney Tunes because I'm a good guy.
Yeah, but they don't. This is not what they want to hear.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, but it pulls the rug out from the battle.
Doesn't pull the rug out from anything. It shows that I'm a man who knows
Well, I gave you
what
mom.
his job is.
I gave you mom and I gave you hot
Watch what you
breath.
say about my mom. I know what my job is around here. I'm ready to fight for Disney, and you're ready to fight for Looney Tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of characters, a fan, I don't know his name. Thank God that had the lid on it. It fell over. And if I know one man that would not be able to handle if that had just spilled on the floor,
I mean, we could have got paper towels and wiped it up.
it would have been a little,
No, I got some Windex there, as long as the sugar doesn't...
it would have been a little more involved in that.
Well,
You know it and I
the
know
world
it.
will never know. It's like a Tootsie Pop.
A fan gave me this.
Where the hell did you pull that from?
Right over
Where
here.
did you just pull that from?
Right over here.
Okay. The way you pulled it out was like a magician.
I got to be honest. I didn't mean to do that. I was kind of impressed with it. I don't remember his name. I was in Beacon,
New York?
New York. Right? That's the name of the theater.
I know who that is. Is that the creature from the Black Lagoon?
Well, here's the thing. Remember I said that I had a Swamp Thing stretchy
Swamp
toy?
Thing. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so this kid came up to
Let me
me.
say the stretch.
Yeah. He came up to me.
And that's not going to break?
No. It's a Stretch Armstrong product or sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Wow.
Yeah,
I don't like that the legs are plastic. Yeah, you can I guess you could rip stuff out of it.
Oh, this is the button, which means it probably...
Yeah, no, it makes noises. Don't turn it on. Do not turn it on. Because I'm serious, when it starts, it won't stop, and it's a lot. But it makes a lot of noises. But anyway, remember I said that I had a Swamp Thing?
There's an off button.
All right, so then turn it on.
Off button. What? We're going to show it and then keep the sounds from them?
I couldn't figure out how to turn it off one day.
Is the speaker on its
For
desk?
the listeners, I haven't turned it on yet. This is Joe, just having a little. Sounds like the lady on the news that fell crushing grapes. I mean, this sounds less like a monster and more like an old man that dropped a bowling ball on his toe.
Let it go, though. No. I mean, let the noise go without talking.
I got to be honest. The craftsmanship on the toy on the whole is excellent. Then when you push, they really took a nosedive for the audio.
What do you want it to do? It's growling.
It just sounds like he has acid indigestion. He could have said
it does sound like he has like cramps.
Wait, let me see.
So wait, did it just laugh?
There was another setting called TM.
TM, more like BM. What do you think TM means?
Is he trying to tell us something? Like, what is this?
Who does number 2 work for?
I mean, it just sounds like the men's room at the Penn Station.
Is there a sticker on the foot? I mean, there is a sticker on the foot. Does the sticker on the foot give us any information to the make of the toy or
Manly Toys Ltd?
Manly
Stuff
Toys
with plastic beans.
Can we look up Manly
Made
Toys?
in China.
Let me see this. So, Toy Quest. I don't know. Anyway, look. This kid. I was driving away from the venue in Beacon, New York, and a kid came up to my car. I apologize that I forget your name, sir. He was a very nice young man. And he said, I got you a Swamp Thing.
He bum rushed your car?
And he gave me this because I had said on the show that when I was a kid, I had a stretchy Swamp Thing. Now, this is not the one I had. This is the new version of the one I had.
Okay.
Thank you for this. I hate to see anybody spend money to give us presents.
How do you know he didn't? Oh, it was in the box.
He said I bought it on eBay.
Oh,
I could have been lying.
People are very kind.
You know, who knows?
Uh-huh.
I don't know this kid from Adam.
Yes.
I don't think he was, though. He had kind eyes.
Okay.
But the one I had was the older version of this from the late 70s, early 80s, which was a Stretch Armstrong toy. But it also goes for like, I found one. They're like $400 now because they're so
Do you ever
out
see a
of
broken
whatever.
Stretch Armstrong?
Yeah.
Can you Google broken Stretch Armstrong?
So I told him I would bring this here and put it here because it is the later version of the thing.
Absolutely.
And
by the way, this has become a collection of things that people have given us behind us, and you want to send something to us. If it's cool, if it's kitschy, if we like it, if it's nostalgic, whatever it is.
Yeah, but don't also. I feel bad like that
No,
people
don't
spend
buy
their
anything.
money.
Don't buy anything. I just mean like
yeah. Yeah. And I believe we're the first ever podcast in history to put little trinkets and things behind them.
So that's pulling him. That's basically showing kids how to torture someone.
Yeah.
But what about broken?
Broken?
Yeah. Like if you stretch them too far.
Yeah, I think my Swamp Thing was broken.
Is it impossible?
There it is right there. Stretch in peace.
No, so he looks like he just has a severed leg.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a broken one before, and it looks like it always looks like a clean cut. So maybe what I have seen is somebody who had actually cut the limb.
I'm surprised the dildo people haven't gotten their hands on that technology.
I think what happens is sometimes it'll get a tear because let's say you had it in a toy box or something, and then something nicks it, takes a tear, and then once the tear starts,
the beginning of the end.
Yeah, you can just rip the arm off like just at the seam or whatever, you know? So anyway, I just sounded like that.
Some guy got paid voiceover money to do that. He went in and he's like,
isn't that incredible? Yeah, and he's going, This is what you want, guys. I worked really hard on this whole thing. Just do the shit
again,
growls,
do it
please.
again almost exactly the same. And then do it again almost exactly the same.
All right, it's time for our battle. Ready to start?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
I felt like you tuned out on me.
You said it's time for our battle. I was looking around. You looked over there. You fiddled with something. Then
You know
looked
what
back
it
at
is?
me.
I ate a Nature Zone.
Are you gonna pull something else out of your ass?
No. I ate a Nature Zone granola, which are very good, but I'm getting a little bit of a sugar something here. I got a little bit of a sugar spike crash.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Immediately from a Nature Zone?
Was that what those are called in there? Is that Nature Zone, the green ones? Where
Nature
it's like,
Valley?
yeah, they're like one that's
I
like
don't know. But they're all the same, I think. I don't know.
delicious.
Peanut butter?
No, it's just the regular granola,
It's a
but it
granola,
tastes way too good to not have.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Like
You don't read the...
What's honey, right? Honey.
I don't know. I was like, whatever.
I read labels now.
I read labels all the time, but I was just hungry. I felt lightheaded. I wanted to eat it.
Okay. Where did that come from now?
What's that?
How did we get into that? I'm sorry. You wanted to battle.
I zoned out because I feel like I'm having
you
a
zoned
sugar
out.
crash,
You said that.
and I blamed it on you.
Yeah, there. Okay. That's where I was going. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I blamed it on you.
All right. Full circle. That was so funny. You're like... Are you with me or? I was like, what is wrong with him?
All right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Time 2. BATTLE buds. All right, folks. We're doing Disney versus Looney Tunes. I'm Team Disney. Sal is Looney Tunes. I'd like to point out to the audience, for those of you that might wonder what it's like to work with Sal Vulcano, what's it like off camera? What's the behind the scenes? Sal made us take 10 minutes to write out lists.
I wouldn't have
Of
taken
the
10 minutes.
major
We wouldn't have taken 10 minutes. We were putting up
Tunes and
animated
Disney
characters one-on-one.
because he had anxiety that he could not be able to remember.
No, I
could not remember these characters.
We're arguing the classics, right?
Yeah.
I don't know Disney that well. I just wanted to write down just Minnie, Mickey, like Pluto, Goofy. How far does it go? I don't know. The classics.
How deep does this go?
How
it goes,
far does it
I'll
go?
tell you, it goes all the way to the top.
Because I'm like, all right, Bugs, Daffy. Those are your two big ones. And then you got, but that's not who he said after that. Bugs, Daffy. You got Tweety Bird, Sylvester. Sylvester's not even in there. Roadrunner, Elmer Fudd. See, like right now, I don't know that. This is just for real though. I don't know. Like Sylvester's missing. He's a huge one. So I can't think on the spot of who else there is. That's why I just, like I said, this is like I don't really know, like, you know, so I just wanted to that's why I wanted the list, is what I'm saying.
I know. There you go.
Okay, that's even harder to decipher, but all right. Was Yosemite
I know.
Sam in that list too?
Listen, I get why you want the list. It's just a funny
Poor
thing
Porky Pig.
to give you shit about. So, folks, just so you know what's happening, I had to step out for a moment. But when I came back, Sal is writing now a list into his phone of Looney Tune character names. Every list we've tried to provide, he has not been pleased with. We've provided both picture lists and text lists.
Okay.
I mean, you know, I'm going to freestyle. I go off the dome. But you're a guy that likes to write right before the battle. You know, they used to look down on that in the old, you know, the old battle ciphers.
I have the big like 10 here. Okay.
You got the top 10?
I don't know who your 10 are, but I mean, I could name like 5.
I will not regulate myself to 10. I've got more than 10.
Well, we got, as long as they're classic, it's fine.
And I will go wide berth on this.
All right. So Disney, I mean, okay, good. Tell what you got to say about Disney, because Disney is, Disney didn't take with me when I was younger. Looney Tunes took hardcore. Looney Tunes cartoons were for kids and adults. They were written very intelligently. I think that in turn helps to educate kids in a different way. Disney is very sanitized. It's very movie based. It's very storybook. It's very saccharine. You know, and I mean, I know people. There's people that are Disney, like they live and die by Disney. Chris Johnson, goes to Disney World like 3 times a year for the last 30 years. It's Casey Jost family.
That freaks me out.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're in with Disney, you're in with Disney. You know, like you are in the cult. But even like you go in the store and they have to be dressed a certain way and their clothes are a certain way. They have to talk to you a certain way. Like even the store in the mall. Anyway, but we're going back to the cartoons. Look, can't deny that Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse are iconic. It's iconic versus iconic, right? But when you're talking about characters with a little edge, with a little personality, with a little humor in there, not afraid to like really stretch
promoting
what's
guns,
funny and what's
promoting
not.
alcoholism,
Correct.
promoting violence,
Correct.
promoting sexual assault.
Correct.
This is what your Looney Tunes are going to bring you.
Loony. Yes.
Truly loony. In the sense that these people should be locked into padded rooms.
You go Mickey Mouse. Who your number one guy is Mickey, right? My number one's Bugs. I go Bugs over Mickey.
I would not. My number one guy with Disney. Now he is their number one guy. He's not my number one guy. If I got to pick a number one guy with Disney, I'm going Donald Duck all day long.
Donald? I think Donald,
over Mickey.
I think Donald leaves a lot to be desired.
And you're satisfied with Mickey?
No, what do you mean? It's
No,
clear
I'm
Mickey
saying-
is your number one guy. He's the top Disney guy.
I'm saying he's Disney's number one guy. I'm saying if
Yeah.
you're asking my favorite, I didn't know if you were saying my number one, like my favorite.
No, I'm saying like in popular opinion, he is
Mickey's
the guy.
their icon.
Mickey is the guy.
Mickey's their icon.
Yeah.
You could argue in a certain world that Cinderella is more Disney's icon than Mickey, only because Magic Kingdom, the castle, the Cinderella castle, that is the icon imagery of Disney.
So you want Cinderella?
No, I'm just
I take
saying.
Bugs over Cinderella.
I'm just
I know.
saying.
They went on a run of tales of women. You got the Cinderella. You got your
Listen
Snow White.
to the way you say that.
What is it? Cinderella, Snow White. This is what I wanted to list. Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty. Right?
Yeah, but why do you say Tales of Women with that tone?
Because they're treading the same ground.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Evil step this.
I'm
Evil
sorry.
step who?
You're right. Because women were so overplayed in the 50s.
I'm just saying it's like the same story retold 3 times. It's like it feels like a regurgitation.
Maybe because men aren't listening. Do you ever think that's
whatever
what
it is. I'm just saying you named Cinderella as a quintessential character, and I'm saying I think she's interchangeable with Sleeping Beauty. And what's the other one?
Interchangeable? How dare you?
Sleeping Beauty is my favorite of those.
How dare you?
What's the other one besides Cinderella?
Snow White.
Snow White.
Interchangeable?
Sleeping
Are you
Beauty.
nuts?
Wait, no, I'm sorry. Snow White. I'm thinking Snow White is Sleeping Beauty. Who's Sleeping Beauty?
Sleeping Beauty.
By the way, her name is Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah.
Well, no.
She has no name.
No, she does have a name. I believe is it not Rose Red? Isn't that her name?
No one knows it.
Aurora.
People
Aurora,
call her
that's right.
Sleeping Beauty.
Or Briar
Rose. That's what it is. Briar
Oh, that
Rose.
doesn't have the same ring to
Look,
it.
dude, here's the thing.
I mean, Daffy,
Daffy.
Donald is like, he's hard to understand. He really doesn't bring a lot to the table. I think all the Disney characters, right? They're pretty in a box, and they don't really go outside of their normal, it's the same thing over and over and over. Like I never see Daffy, Donald Duck spread his wings and be something that's anything other than, you know what I mean? Mickey's just like, there's never any
You just
problem
said
solving. There's
Popeye,
never
first
any
of all.
growing. You know, like what does Mickey do? Tell me a great Mickey tale. You can't. I could tell you right now.
Mickey tale?
Yeah.
The Disney Christmas Carol was wonderful. It's a great Mickey tale.
But he's not.
Hit me with a great Donald tale. You got a great Donald tale? You got a great
Donald? I don't.
Or Daffy, excuse me.
Yeah, I got a great Daffy tale. I got
Good.
plenty of great Daffy tales.
Hit me.
One of the greatest Daffy tales of all time.
Hit me.
He's second to Bugs through and through all the time. That's a through line in it. And one day he finally beats Bugs. They're on stage and they're performing, and Bugs does something and the crowd goes wild, and Daffy wants to beat him, and he swallows gunpowder, lights a match, and literally blows himself up.
Okay.
And he finally it's like one of the most quintessential Looney Tunes ever.
Okay.
And it was like, whoa, like he finally one-upped Bugs.
Okay.
That's a classic Daffy tale.
Suicide. These are sick. These are sick characters. They're sick. There's something wrong
It's
with
a
them.
cartoon, but yeah.
It's sick.
Look,
I can't argue that. Look, Looney Tunes is great. They're funny. They are
I'm
edgy.
sorry, is Tom and Jerry Looney Tunes?
No.
What is that?
It's Hannah.
That's all, folks.
I believe it's Hannah.
No, that's all, folks.
It's not. Please bet me money. Please bet me money before you Google it.
Warner Brothers,
Before you Google it, please bet me money.
That's it, yeah.
Am I bet it?
Could have just made some money.
But Looney Tunes is Warner Brothers.
No, it's Hanna-Barbera.
Hannah, okay. But you think of if I just run down this list that I wrote of you pick anybody from your stable that can match any of these characters. These are characters,
Brother. I've got characters that held up box office movies, dude.
Great.
I got people that open weekends at box offices globally on my team.
These characters,
you can't even come close to that,
are
dude.
running on your television all day, every day. They're down and dirty. They're legging it out. They have
I got people
thousands
posting
of
up
episodes.
theme parks around the world, dude.
Yeah, but do what you want.
There
Bugs
ain't no
Bunny,
Looney Tunes
Daffy
theme park.
Duck,
They know it's Looney Tunes theme park.
Tweety and Sylvester.
And by the way, I got news for
there's
you.
no nemesises either.
I got news for you. Looney Tunes is not holding it down the way they used to. Okay, the only reason they're still holding it down at all is because of Disney. Disney scooped up Looney Tunes and started putting out the new Disney stuff.
Getting into recent contractual paperwork.
I'm just saying.
Let's just talk about what
I'm
it
just
is.
saying. Looney Tunes went through a real rough patch where they were banned
Everybody-
because of all of the
Everybody
questionable
here,
stuff.
if I name a character here, everybody can do an impression of that character. You can do an impression of everyone on my top 10
they
list.
could do that. You could do that with Disney
Yeah,
too.
do it. Do an impression
I'm
of
not
Goofy.
an impressionist.
Do an impression of Goofy. You just said you could do it.
Oh, no, I said you said anybody could do. I'm saying if you're going to make that claim, you're making it sound like the familiarity of Looney Tunes characters is not as familiar as
No, my point
Disney.
is they're more defined, memorable characters. And
Okay,
I can,
throw. I'll do all of them.
Okay, so right, this is what I'm saying.
No, I'll do all Disney and I'll do both.
Okay, so if I throw 10, that's why I asked for the list, the top 10 Disney characters.
This is why I asked you the list because you wanted an impression off.
No, but I'm just
All right.
saying for reference. I don't know.
Hit me, riff.
All right, Bugs Bunny.
Nah, what's up, Doc?
Okay, Daffy Duck.
Suffering duck attack.
That's Sylvester, but sure, it's okay.
Interchangeable.
Yeah.
You're despicable.
Okay, Tweety.
Couldn't do it. Can't remember.
Jesus Christ. Yosemite Sam.
I probably own slaves.
Elmer Fudd.
I thought
Foghorn Leghorn.
I say.
Pepe Le Pew.
I'm going to need V for that one. I'm kidding. Listen, folks. Get it? Because he was a creep.
Yeah,
Get the
that's
joke?
true.
All right. Now give me the Disney ones. I'll do them
I'm
just
separating the art from the artist with Pepe.
Give me the
Porky Pig.
a B.
Roadrunner.
That doesn't talk.
Meep meep.
Yeah. All right, makes a beep noise.
But if I go meep meep to anyone, they go Roadrunner.
Okay.
Coyote, Wile E. Coyote.
I want you to say what you just said again out loud again.
If I say meep meep to anyone, they'll go Roadrunner.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what I say?
What?
Do it.
Meep meep.
Amico.
That's double A. MC.
Yeah. Well, that's what I hear.
Yeah. Okay. Meep meep.
Affleck. Affleck.
That's Affleck.
Go ahead. Now give me the Disney ones. I'm saying the Disney ones are just as easy.
Just you could pull anyone from that list and be like, wow, that is a defined character with a lot of stories. So that is like they're way more fun.
Give me the Disney ones.
Mickey.
Oh, gee, shucks.
Okay, Minnie.
Oh, gee, shucks. I don't know Minnie.
Right. Oh, you don't know the number 2.
She's not the number 2. Get out of here. The
Don't
number 2.
disrespect her. Don't
She's
disrespect
not.
her.
Donald's the number 2, and you know it. Do you like spring cleaning, people? I like it. I also like that really clear post-clean clarity I get, you know? I finally cleaned all this junk up. I dusted. I got stuff out of the closet. Oh, I'm feeling good. I'll tell you what's similar to that feeling when you realize you've been paying a fortune for wireless, but that Mint Mobile has phone plans for $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. How can I have been affording this? How could I have been living with all the junk I spring cleaned? How could I be paying a bill this high? I'm switching carriers. You follow what I'm saying here? It's time to switch to Mint Mobile. You're going to get unlimited talk, text, and data for $15 a month. It's a great plan. I gifted it to a certain special someone in my life, and they enjoy it very, very, very much. They were carrying too big of a plan, and now they're not. It's that simple. Say bye-bye to your overpriced wireless plans with their jaw-dropping monthly bills and unexpected overages. Mint Mobile is here to rescue you. It's premium wireless service with plans starting at $15 a month. All right? Here's the deal. You want to get this deal? Here's what you got to do. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month unlimited wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/tastebuds. That's mintmobile.com/tastebuds. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/tastebuds. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Folks, Game Time, longtime sponsor at the Taste Buds podcast. I love going to concerts. I love going to theater. I love going to live events. Game Time is my joint when it comes to this stuff. Why? Because it's helping me get last-minute tickets, flash deals, zone deals. It's letting me see what the view is from any seat in the venue, and it is giving me a lowest price guarantee, event cancellation protection, job loss protection, etc., etc., etc. All right? Last-minute deal. Save up to 60% buying last-minute tickets for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. Flash deals. Save even more with exclusive in-app deals on select seats ahead of the game or the event. All-in pricing. Toggling this feature shows the upfront total with no surprise fees at checkout. I love that because a lot of times you find a ticket and you go, that's great. And then you go and it's not as great as when you thought it was because there was fees. And also, Game Time ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take all the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code TASTEBUDS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code TASTEBUDS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. This episode of Taste Buds is sponsored by BetterHelp. Folks, let me share something with you. I'm a bit of an anxious Annie, nervous Nelly, a panicky Pete. You get what I'm saying. It's something I'm pretty open about. I talk about it a lot in my act. I talk about it a lot on this show. And why do I talk about it? Well, because I like to get stuff off my chest. Stressors are a thing. They're a thing that we deal with. They can be big, they can be small, they can be medium-sized. But I know one thing about stressors. It's no good to keep them bottled up because when you do, they can really start to have a negative effect on you and your life. And sometimes they're your surroundings and the people around you. And I think therapy is a safe space to get that stuff off your chest. You don't have to do it out in the open the way I do. I also do it in therapy. All right? And therapy helps you figure out ways to work through whatever is weighing you down, whatever life is throwing at you, okay? And sometimes that can be a lot. I've benefited from therapy. I've used BetterHelp. I've enjoyed the experience tremendously. It is convenient to sign up. It is not a daunting process. You are able to get in and get working on your stuff quickly, all right? So if you're thinking about starting therapy again or starting it for the first time, trust me, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. You fill out a brief questionnaire and you get matched with a licensed therapist. And my favorite part, you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. That's also very easy to do. All right. Again, it's helped me with the moments of feeling overwhelmed, with finding solutions to the dilemmas that I'm facing, or at least finding ways to navigate the dilemmas or situations to get to a place where I feel that I'm thinking more clearly to start to try to figure out a solution. Get it off your chest with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/tastebuds today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/tastebuds.
So you didn't know the second one I asked. You ran the list, by the way, of Looney Tunes characters. You didn't even hesitate. Okay, Minnie. Okay, fine. Let's go.
No, I didn't know
Goofy.
Tweety. I didn't know Tweety.
Goofy.
I didn't know Tweety.
Okay.
That needs to be on the record.
Okay.
I did Goofy already. Oh gosh.
Okay.
That's
Excuse me?
Goofy.
I guess so.
I didn't do more of an impression for Looney
I don't
Tunes.
know. I don't really know what Goofy is.
You don't know.
Tinkerbell.
You don't know what Goofy is.
I guess he's like, like that. Like that's all.
You know exactly who Goofy is.
I
That's
know,
all,
I know
folks.
who Goofy is. I don't know how he speaks.
Sal.
Do Goofy again, please?
Or her or gosh.
Okay.
That's what Goofy does.
Okay.
That's exactly what he does.
that
That's his
sounded
catchphrase.
Eerily similar to
To who? To nothing I've done on the Disney list.
Yeah, it's a Foghorn Leghorn. Yes, it is.
No.
It sounded similar, my friend.
No, Foghorn Leghorn was I'll say.
And you went,
You're talking out of your fungool right now.
Cinderella. Okay.
It's a woman's voice. I can't.
But you did you're gonna do Daisy Duck, you're gonna do
Someday my prince will come. There you go. There's
Snow
Cinderella.
White. Snow White. Someday my prince will come. Same voice.
I'm so tired from my journey. I wish I could eat it, but I'm just so tired. That she says that in the movie. I just watched it.
Sleeping Beauty. Sleeping Beauty.
Give me
Daisy Duck.
Screw you, dude.
Pluto.
Daisy Duck. Pluto doesn't talk. He doesn't.
It
He
doesn't
doesn't
feel like he
talk.
had a lot going on here,
He
buddy.
doesn't talk.
Bambi.
Doesn't talk.
Bambi's mom at the end of the movie.
I'm sorry.
Does Bambi talk?
I'm sorry.
I never saw Bambi.
How many Disney characters don't even say anything?
Some of them don't need to because it's such beautiful
Pull up
art.
the top 10 Disney characters that don't even say anything. How
Yeah,
about that?
sorry. All my characters don't need to make a dick and whiskey joke every
Tinkerbell.
3 seconds to
Tinkerbell.
get a laugh.
Tinkerbell.
Huh? She doesn't talk.
Oh, yeah. Now.
Tinkerbell doesn't talk.
Do you know your eyes tell you when you're lying?
Tinkerbell doesn't talk.
So the
doesn't.
last 6 characters from Disney don't even talk, and you think you're competing with my characters that are swallowing gunpowder and lighting themselves on fire? I got Elmer Fudd walking around with a shotgun chasing a rabbit who's eluding him, making wisecracks as good as any wisecracks you've ever heard. Okay?
Tinkerbell, does Tinkerbell talk? Can you ask that question to Google? Does Tinkerbell speak? She doesn't speak.
I got
Jiminy Cricket.
give me Jiminy
speaks.
Cricket.
Hey, kid, I'm gonna teach you about the world.
Oh,
That's how Jiminy
that
Cricket
is really
talks.
bad, Joe.
That's how he talks.
Really bad, Joe.
That's how he talks.
I mean, I named at least 10 characters.
Fairies' voices are too tiny to be heard by humans.
5 of them don't. 5 of them don't speak, and the other 3 were just the same exact female voice. Like I feel like I illustrated a point. No, you don't think I illustrated a?
No.
You don't think I illustrated a point there?
I'm
I
getting-
went down my list. Of
Babe,
1, 2,
I
3,
got
4,
theme
5,
parks. I got global theme parks based on mutes. The work speaks
But
for
listen,
itself.
listen to what I'm saying.
These people are deaf and dumb, and they're building theme parks about them.
Great,
They
but
don't need to go
But I'm
cartwheeling
talking
around
about
the earth
character strength.
and shooting off shotguns for attention.
I'm talking about
they don't
character
need
strength.
to do it. They're quiet.
I arguably just listed the 10, 12 biggest Disney characters there are. 4 or 5 of them you said don't even speak. 3 of them with the same woman voice. The only one you really nailed was Mickey. You didn't know Minnie's. She has a voice. You didn't know Daisy's. She has a voice.
You didn't ask me, Donald.
Donald. Great. So you know 3. You know Goofy, Donald, and Mickey. That's who you knew.
No, I knew the other ones. Many don't speak. I don't know what to tell you.
And I'm just saying, when I went down my list of 11, it was boom, boom. Name, boom, boom, boom,
Well,
boom. They all
here's
had
also-
distinct
here's-
characteristics,
here's also the
catchphrases,
difference.
attitudes.
Here's
I'm saying
also the
the
difference.
characters are way better.
Here's also the difference, Sal. Your characters were in not dozens, hundreds of shorts
You're damn right.
that aired every single day.
I'll just take this and drop it as my argument.
Okay, my characters once again
Don't speak. And they open a
populate
movie.
theme parks without a third of the work.
Right. So basically.
So what is more iconic?
So one of your characters, right, deaf, dumb, and blind, got one movie in 1957, and then my character literally is working his ass off.
People are still talking
working
about
his ass off, joking around, almost dying, running around playing this cat and mouse game for 70
Tell you
years,
another thing.
thousands of episodes, and your one character who doesn't speak and had one movie is better?
Tell you another thing.
Come on, bro.
I'll tell you another thing that speaks to the classicness, whatever the term might be, of Disney re-releases. The characters from these movies from the 40s and 50s.
Same.
Hold on a second.
It's a tame.
Hold on. Let me finish. The characters from these movies from the 40s and 50s, these movies are getting retouched, refinished, re-released over again. Blu-ray, 4K, so on. I have gone online and trying to buy comprehensive Looney Tunes sets. You're finding a couple box sets that hit DVD level.
I can't believe it. This is you're framing this.
My
as part of your
point
argument.
is this.
Let's just talk the characters. not the DVD
Saturation
pressings.
does not. Well, I'm getting to that. Saturation is not proof of worth.
Saturation.
What I am saying is,
or longevity.
I'm speaking to longevity. I am saying you're talking about how little the characters I'm defending have done. I'm saying the little they've done has been celebrated for almost 100 years.
Okay, great. The one thing they did, and some of them didn't even speak for it. I'm just saying,
Great.
if you pluck one of my characters, you watch that character, that individual character, you can see in 300 storylines. Which character is better developed? The one that didn't speak
It's
and
the
had one
difference.
movie?
It's
or the
the
person
difference.
that you can watch so many stories about. Characters in animation is about storytelling, right? You got one story under your belt for a lot of those characters, okay? I have hundreds for these characters, every one of them, okay? And there's an excitement
You wouldn't
to it.
exist without
There's an
me.
excitement to it.
You wouldn't exist without me.
You can't
You
say
wouldn't
that.
exist without
You
Disney.
can't say that.
Yeah, you absolutely can say that.
You can't say
You
that.
absolutely
Because
can
of what,
say that.
Steamboat Willie?
Walt Disney paved the way for your Looney Tunes.
Okay.
All right.
But you're saying that the first is always the best?
No, what I'm saying is the first is iconic and the first paved the way. Here's the difference between the two. And maybe it's just a matter of preference, but here's the difference between the two. What you guys do over at Looney Tunes, all right? Over at Warner Brothers, it's like Johnny Carson. It's night after night. It's always there. It's part of everyday television. It's Walter Cronkite. It's all the time, constantly. My crew is more like, a Peter O'Toole, an actor that comes in, does a project here, does a project there, still has the same respect and iconography, but maybe isn't quite as familiar with the people.
It's weak.
It's not weak. Let's go to the phone. We got to go to the phones. We're out of time.
It's weak. All right.
All right.
I mean,
let's go to the
you
phones.
sit a kid down in front of a TV for 20 minutes. If he's watching Minnie run around or if he's watching a Road Runner and Wild, which one are they going to be more entertained by?
I can't speak to that. Depends on the child. If he's a good, pure child, Disney. If he's a sick prick that's going to go do something terrible one day, Looney Tunes.
Look, Bugs had all these nemesises that he always beat out.
Yeah, why do you think so? Because he's a sociopath,
But
Sal. He's a sociopath.
Who's Mickey Mouse's nemesis? Who's Donald
He doesn't
Duck's?
have any because he's a loving
No,
thing.
because they paint
He's a
the
luminous
world
creature.
unrealistically to children. They paint it unrealistically. You live
You're
in
right.
a castle. You don't even need to speak, and you can you can get by, and you never have any hardships. Nothing pushing back. And then the ones that do have evil, wicked people that ruin their entire lives. This is just fun. This is bob and weave, back and forth, cat and mouse, ebb and flow. It's there for the comedy. It's in, it's out. It has substance, but it also keeps your attention, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. I mean, you got a mouse. You don't know nothing about that mouse. He's iconic. Tell me something about Mickey. You don't know anything about Mickey.
I don't need to.
Tell me something about Donald. You know nothing about him except
Smoked so many cigars he got sick one time.
That's what I'm saying. It's an iconic image. Is it an iconic character? I don't know about that.
DuckTales?
I don't know.
We didn't even get the
That's
DuckTales.
not a classic, though.
Are you nuts?
DuckTales is classic, but you're talking about something that came out in the 80s. We're talking about
Scrooge McDuck existed before the 80s.
not DuckTales.
I'm saying the characters. Huey,
You
Dewey,
said
and
DuckTales!
All right, but I mean Huey, Dewey, and Louie and Scrooge McDuck. Forget the show DuckTales. I'm saying the characters on
Thank God
DuckTales.
you had a wealthy grandfather that got into some hijinks because you're hanging on by
All
a
right, we
string.
got to go. We have to go to the phones. My sister and I grew up watching a lot of Disney, so I have fonder memories of Disney versus Looney Tunes, but I have to go with Disney. Strong opinions here, but there's only one choice, and that choice is Looney Tunes. Growing up in the 90s, all right, we're going to skip that because
Not to mention, those who grew up on Looney Tunes aren't as easily offended as those who grew up on Disney. Just saying.
I like Elmer Fudd, but I can't stand Bugs Bunny or Roadrunner. I love Wile E. Coyote, so for me, Disney. Wow, I'm actually
That person
surprised.
then brings up Mulan, which in all caps in the poll says we're talking the very classic characters only. So that vote is canceled.
No, it's not.
Characters
It's gonna be in
alone,
there.
characters alone, which is what we're doing. Characters alone, I'm going Looney Tunes stories based, Looney Tunes story based. Characters
No,
alone.
they're saying story-based. They would have went with Disney, which is my point.
What? But
They're saying characters
outside of your three women there.
Sal,
What is this
because
tale?
you-
What is
because
the, what
you-
is the tale of Goofy?
You're refusing to let the
That's what she said.
premise sink in.
Characters alone, which is what we were arguing, is Looney Tunes. Storyline Disney. But I'm just saying, like, what is? Give me a Goofy storyline. Give me a Pluto storyline.
Babe, you want to talk?
Give me a Daffy
you don't,
Duck
you don't
story-
need
a
to.
Donald
You
Duck
don't, you don't
storyline.
need to. You can focus on just the movies because that's part of the
So
classic
give me one
Disney.
from a movie.
Snow White, Cinderella,
Right, those.
Robin Hood, Sleeping Beauty, Bambi. Pinocchio,
Right.
Dumbo. It's like one after the next. These are movies that are in considered classics.
I'm talking about your front line.
No, those
Your
are front line. That was part
it's
of it.
Mickey, Minnie,
For a lot
Donald,
of people-
Goofy, and Pluto.
No,
tell me
that's
about
not,
them.
That's not what we
Tell
agreed
me anything
on.
about
but
them.
that's not what we agreed
They
on.
might as well be in witness protection.
I wouldn't have taken the battle if that had to just be that. That's not what we agreed on.
But I'm just saying, your biggest
But
representatives
that's
of the brand have no storyline.
That's your opinion. Most people think Disney is represented more by the movies. Hence the thing I said at the beginning: the Cinderella castle is almost more iconic than Mickey Mouse is.
I will actually. I can thwart that argument immediately if you'll let me.
We don't. We do not
can
have
put up
time.
a poll with every one of those characters and say who best represents, who is the main Disney staple, who best represents it, who's the most famous. It's going to come back Mickey.
Okay,
He doesn't have any stories, bro.
that's fine. And if we were doing that, that'd be
He
fine.
walks around. He got nice clothes.
We have to wrap up. You have to
Yeah.
go. All right. Ready?
Call me when the Disney characters saved the world from an alien race with Michael Jordan. Booyah!
It's not
And those
classic.
are original characters too.
Well, it's a movie
Marvin
that came
the
out in
Martian?
1995.
Ooh. You bite your tongue, sir.
No, if DuckTales doesn't count, but Space Jam does? Are you nuts?
This was the tough one. This was a tough one. Got to go Looney Tunes because they're always funnier. Disney's not funny. Disney is drama.
Okay.
You talking about violence? You got parents getting shot.
Hold on, pause for a second. Pause.
You're gonna pull
Listen,
me on that? That was a great run.
I know it's great, but I'm saying, do you have to leave at 3? We have to wrap this up.
All right.
I don't
making
want
my-
to keep saying it on camera.
Well, let me just make my last point.
But
You talked
Sal,
about gun violence.
we're not gonna have time to do
You
the
talked
third-
about gun violence. Half the people are getting murdered and shot. Bambi's mother gets shot in cold blood in the head. All your characters are drama.
Yeah, and-
I mean, drama to the point where you cry. I cry.
Yeah, it's
Looney
great.
Tunes. I'm walking out there
awesome.
like I just went to a great nightclub.
Well, you want
with a-
shits and
with a
giggles, or
beautiful
you
life.
want life? I want life lessons personally.
I want to live. I want to be removed from death.
All right, we got 4,400 votes.
You
What
can
do we
shoot at
got?
my characters all you want. They're not dying.
What do we got here?
We got 4,400 votes. I'm clicking Disney.
Wow, V. Well,
Oh,
that's it. I knew.
Not by
I
much.
Knew it would happen.
39.6.
That's pretty.
I mean, it's decent. It's It's not. I thought it was going to go one
You
way or
got-
the other.
Here's the drum roll here. Humble pie. You got Looney Tunes for the win, and honestly, 60.4% to 39.6%. I feel vindicated there because I think I was speaking the truth throughout that one, and I still love you, babe.
Love you too.